Still in a little bit of setup phase, but figured getting live now won't hurt any bit. As the title and description of this video probably tell you, this is mainly going to be going over questions that anyone wants to ask and answering questions. In the background, there is going to be a little bit of Bee Swarm Sim, so there's a little bit of stuff going on in the background. Most of it will probably be pretty tame. Main thing I'm trying to work on, at least in Bee Swarm Sim right now, is getting some stump field pollen, which does kind of take a little bit of time and can't really be sped up by working on it at one time, so that's kind of the plan with that. Yeah, doing a Q&A stream so people can ask their questions, I'll answer them. I already have a decent collection of them from my Discord where I had opened up a channel for people to ask questions when someone asked me to do a 750 Q&A. I don't even remember who at this point. All I remember that someone did at some point ask me if I was going to do a Q&A at 750 subscribers, and I said I would. Forgot to put my sprinklers down, so we'll go do that really quick to hopefully help speed up the pollen production, even though it'll still probably be ridiculously slow. Stump field's a pain to work with in Bee Swarm. Q&A? Yeah, that's the plan for the stream. Still getting a little bit of setup. Background's going to be Bee Swarm Sim, since I can't really do much in the background on Ghost Simulator, and this is kind of one of the things I need to get a little bit caught up on. Yeah, getting 750 subscribers has been quite nice. I think I have it set up in the background now, so I think we'll probably start into some of the questions. I'm going to start with some of the stuff from Discord and then go through and do some stuff from chat and just kind of alternate to make sure that every place kind of gets a little bit. So the first question I have is from my Discord, and Secret Chicken 14 asked, why did you start YouTube? And I mean, if I go look at my channel, my channel was created around 2017, so a long time before I really ever started doing stuff. One of the main reasons why I've started YouTube was kind of looking at YouTube. Like, I'm pretty sure at this point, everyone, when back, like, 4 or 5 years ago, they watched random YouTube videos, and it was just fun. And so I was kind of inspired by that. A lot of Minecraft stuff at the time, since that was a big deal like 5 years ago. And so watching those videos, seeing how popular-ish it was, and then, yeah, but then fast forward like 3 years to beginning of 2021 when my channel actually started, since right at the beginning, like the first 3 years or whatever, I posted very infrequently and didn't really care too much about it. It was just kind of a thing I'd do every like month or so. I'd post something. I've been into Ghost Simulator since like 2019 when it started, and I felt like I had a lot of free time since quarantine had started, or no, this was beginning of 2021, so quarantine hadn't just started, but I had a lot of free time, and so I decided to start working on this in the background so I could have a little bit more stuff to do, I guess. And honestly, it just kind of just grown from there in Ghost Simulator. Next question I have is the next one from Guy Fish in the Discord server. What is your least favorite quest line? I'm assuming this is pertaining to Ghost Simulator, since that's one of the main things that I play and that people would ask me on. Personally, I think it goes without saying that like Shelly is my least favorite, since she just takes forever and is still pretty good, so you still want to go get her, whereas some stuff like Jax takes forever, but she doesn't give as many rewards, so not many people really do her, and you only really need to do her once, since it's for a pet and a board. So even though she does take a while and maybe might be longer than Shelly, she isn't like need to do like every rebirth like Shelly is. So I think Shelly's probably my least favorite. Looking at the Q&A that we have from the live chat, someone asked a while ago, how old am I? 18. Yeah, relatively young for people, but still older than a kid, so yeah. Let's see. It doesn't look like we have any more questions in the live chat, so we'll move on. Who inspired me to start this one full channel? That kind of ties into the top one. Wasn't really inspired by anyone in particular. I guess maybe some random YouTuber may have like really inspired me, like Minecraft stuff, whatever, but I don't think any one particular person. Next question from Builder Zenek in the Discord server was, do you like Ghost Simulator lore? My opinion on Ghost Simulator lore, like, I don't pay too much attention to it, despite me playing quite a bit. I don't pay attention too much to it. I like that the game has lore, so there's more to it than just grinding. But I don't care. I don't pay too much attention since I'm more about the grind myself. But I like what I've picked up from it so far. Where do I live? Was asked by someone in the live chat. I live west coast of United States, particularly in Washington. Any more than that, though, is not going to elaborate any further on that. So, Pacific Standard or Pacific Time as my time zone, and not particularly notable other than that. Country, United States, as asked by someone else. When is your birthday? I do have a birthday. I don't think I'm going to be sharing that at this time. What game do I prefer? Ghost Sim or Bee Swarm Sim? I played Ghost Simulator a lot, or I've played Ghost Simulator a lot more. Obviously, at the time, I kind of alternate. I prefer Ghost Simulator since I played it more. Maybe if I put more time into Bee Swarm Sim, I'd prefer it more, but at this time, I do prefer Ghost Simulator better. That question was from the live chat. Looking through the Discord. Clubby asks, when did you start playing Roblox and how did you find it? Starting off, my account was created in, I think, 2013. I'm opening up my Roblox profile to see the exact date. Obviously I played a little bit before. Yeah, my join date on Roblox for my account is 4/7/2013. So that'd be January, February, March, April 7th of 2013. So over 8 years ago now. Don't mind me. So I've been playing Roblox for a while. How I found it is it's random ad on some website. I probably one of the ones that I frequented while that time 8 so 8 years ago, so I was like 10. I was frequenting like the game sites where it's just like normal random like flash games and stuff. There's quite a few that I kind of played a decent amount of, and obviously at some point I saw an ad for it and I opened it up and I started playing. So a long time ago. My account that I've been playing on for that time is stayed the same. Haven't had any problems with that, and it's been very nice. Some of the first games I played on Roblox is going to be like 2013. It was pretty basic, so it'd be like non-saving tycoons, very rudimentary games. But yeah, it's been pretty nice on Roblox in quite a while. Sometimes I'd play more than others, obviously. Like most games, you go through your cycles of, oh, I'll play it for every day for a week straight. And then some days you're like, or some months you don't play it at all. Just kind of how it is. Someone asked a question, do I like Minecraft? I actually really love Minecraft. Let's pop that over. This is asked in the live chat. I really like Minecraft. I know I'm very particular though about how I play Minecraft. I don't really have like a set play style. I don't like messes is the main thing about Minecraft that I'm particular about. So I can't leave like too much of a mess in an area. Like obviously some mess is fine, but like leaving like random like cobblestones that you use to do stuff, I don't like that. Same thing is I'm not very good at speedrunning, mainly because I haven't tried it, but I don't think I'd like it anyways, since it seems so specific. I'm not really looking for like not playing like requests at this point, so for specific games, maybe later, but right now I'm kind of in my niche right now. Another question from Discord. How much Robux have you spent, and how much do I have? I've spent quite a bit of Robux. Quite a bit. Obviously, I have most of the perks from on Ghost Simulator because that helps a ton. I've spent a bit on this game on Bee Swarm, like just to get some of the Bear Bee and the Cub Buddy. And I've spent a decent amount of Robux, probably around 10,000, I'd say, Robux total. Actually, that seems a little high. I'm trying to figure out, but yeah, I've spent a decent amount. Main stuff though is going to be like Ghost Simulator and this, since prior, like 2 years ago or prior to that, I really wasn't spending too much. How much do I have currently? An undisclosed amount that is less than 10,000 Robux. Do I watch Hermitcraft? Actually, I used to follow, like, during the last season of it, I think season 7 it was, I was following it, pretty much per date on the, like, on the bigger channels, Mumbo and Grian, since that was kind of me being lazy. This season I haven't really been following too much, so, yes, I like it and I've watched it. I haven't watched it very recently, though. Haven't really kept up to date. What was the first game you played on Roblox? I don't remember specifically, but I remember, like, some of the earlier games would be, like, the Laser Tycoon, whatever it was. I remember playing that when I first played Roblox. Sword fighting, whatever that game was. I played Murder Mystery when it was originally out, like Murder Mystery, not Murder Mystery 2, Murder Mystery, which it was better gameplay wise, and Although I did really like the trading aspect of MM2 when that came out. And let's see. Not too much else that I can really recall me actually playing early on. I'll get back to that question if I remember anymore. Anyways, looking back at Discord. Ooh, nice, we got a ticket. Looking back at Discord now, since I kind of got distracted by the honey storm. So many tickets. It's not usually this plentiful ticket-wise. Anyways, back to Discord. Next question. What Roblox games, other than Ghost Simulator, do you enjoy playing? I mean, obviously, I am playing Beastorm Sim right now, and I have quite a bit of progress on that. But other than that, I kind of like Bomb Survival, or Super Bomb Survival. Sorry, missed that super. That's one of the games I've played more often. And some other games I actually have enjoyed is going to be some of the basic stuff like epic mini games and some of those casual ones. I used to really like Murder Mystery 2, but I've kind of grown away from it since its economy has gone downhill. So don't really play that anymore. But one of the bigger ones that's really old that I really like is, ooh, let's see if I can remember the name of it. The Stalker Remastered. It's a really old game, hasn't had an update in a while, so not many people really play it. But it was one of those games from really early on in Roblox that was really nice, and just kind of didn't get updated since the creator probably moved on or something, since that's kind of how games work. Eventually the creator has to move on to something else. But it was a really fun game, and it's still playable, so I play that from time to time, not very often, but yeah. Another one from Discord asked by Deep YouTube. How often do you plan on using Facecam on either videos or streams? At this time, I'm not really planning on using Facecam during videos, since I don't particularly think it's worth it, I guess. It's hard to structure a video to where a Facecam kind of makes sense, but so I'm not really planning on using it on videos. But on streams, I will try to do it whenever I think it's useful. Like during some streams, like if update streams where I'm grinding or where I'm looking at an update or doing specific stuff, it's probably not going to be there. But if I'm just grinding something specific and I feel like the stream might be boring without it, I'll have the Facecam on. So like this one, it makes sense to have it since it is Q&A, so having a little bit more personable setting is going to be nice on the stream. Next question got from live chat. Do you give free Ghost Sim pets? Infrequently. I have in the past given away some legendaries and godlies from the developer crate since I didn't need them. But since at this point, like, the code pets that people can get are going to be better than many things that I can give for free, since it's really hard to get better pets than those. Even for, like, endgame grinders, like, to get multiple pets that you're fine giving away is actually kind of difficult. The best stuff I'd probably end up giving away is going to be mythicals, maybe a few corrupted heads from those crates, but they're going to be infrequent and probably on my Discord server if I do end up doing giveaways, since that's it. Another thing I like to do is giving away, like, loot gum, since loot gum is relatively easy for me to get and really helpful for other people to use, so I like giving away that since it also encourages people to grind Ghost Simulator. So Yeah, it's... yes, I am in a private server currently since, I don't know, it just felt like it'd be better. Do you get bored of grinding Ghost Sim? I haven't... overall, I've gotten bored of, like, playing it, occasionally. It's usually, like, get bored as in, I play it for, like, 3 hours and I don't want to play it for the rest of the day, and then I log back on the next. But, like, with all games, it's kind of, I've, like, 5 or 6 games I cycle through currently, and so it's sometimes at the top of the list and it's the only game I play for a day, and then other times it gets pushed under the rug for a week, for me to pick up later. What did you do during the Roblox Shutdown? This was... So, for people who didn't know or weren't there, I'm assuming most people here realize that YouTube or Roblox got shut down for about three days for maintenance or something about 2 weeks ago. During that time, I mainly played on my phone, did a bit of Minecraft, but I've a few other games, specifically on my phone that I like to play, is Clash Royale. Is it Clash Royale? Brawl Stars. That's the one. So many Supercell games that have similar-ish names. I like to play Brawl Stars on my phone and also Defenders of Texel on my phone. So usually those were the main stuff I played during it being down. I also chatted a bit on the community Discord for Bloxbite. So that's nice. Yeah, a lot of people actually do play Brawl Stars. It's interesting to see just random people who have played Brawl Stars. Yeah, I'm around 30k trophies. It's not too big since I do have like all the brawlers, so it's literally just keeping them at 500 trophies constantly, which are 600-ish. So it's not too difficult. Looks like my Bee Swarm sim is full, so we need to go sell. Probably just use the quick converter since one ticket isn't too big of a deal. It saves quite a bit of time. Alright. Let's see. Let's look at the Discord, see if we can have any more questions. How do you know so much about Ghost Simulator? A lot of it comes from playing Ghost Simulator quite a bit, since I have been playing it since 2019, before the Halloween event, so I do know how, like, the game's been progressing. Another thing that helps is I try to understand the logic of the game, and Ghost Simulator has quite a bit of logic behind it that kind of makes sense once you realize how it works. And just for playing it for a while lets you get a sense of how it should work, and how to play it best, and all that stuff that comes with knowing it. Also, I try to, like, as I try to think about logically about stuff, so I understand why it happens, which helps me actually understand things better, instead of being like, oh, this happens, this just happens. Understanding why it happens and where it happens helps with, like, bugs, figuring out why bugs happen in the game, and finding bugs and being specific about stuff like that. I'm assuming that is, asking how do I get iron in Minecraft? Or I have it's pretty easy to make an iron farm, so I've created one of those. It's just one of the things I like to do in all my Minecraft worlds, so I have a nice supply of iron. Since iron can be traded for emeralds, which is very useful, especially since the stuff that you trade with the iron for, the villagers jobs that you need for that. Also give you some diamond tools and armor and stuff that you'll also need. So being able to double up on both getting emeralds and being able to get some stuff that you'll need for later is really nice. Another question from the live chat. Do I play Bedwars in Minecraft? I haven't played like servers in like the last year or something on Minecraft, and when I do, I'm horrible at PvP or fast-paced games like that, like Hunger Games or any of the other stuff where you actually need to be quick. So no, I really don't. If I do play stuff on servers, it's usually going to be slow-paced stuff like Skyblocks or other passive grinding games-ish. Nothing really too active since I am quite bad at PvP and stuff. The next question also comes from the live chat. Do I play Minecraft Pocket Edition or Minecraft Java? I prefer Minecraft Java mainly because it's more developed and doesn't have as many bugs or problems or slow. So that's it. I do have Minecraft Pocket Edition on like my phone that I played for a while before I got the Java, and I actually have like one world from there saved on my for later use, but I haven't really played it in forever. It's just so much harder to play on mobile since that's where I got the Pocket Edition on. It wasn't very efficient, whereas now that I have Java, it's so much easier. Question from the live chat. Do I play first-person shooters? No. I'm awful at, as I said earlier, I'm awful at fast-paced games. So, first-person shooters are one of the things that I stick away from, like, no matter what. I'm pretty bad at them, and I don't really like the fighting aspect of them, so, kind of just don't do them. Another question from my Discord server. Why is your name Highest instead of Highest? It's going to make more sense once I paste it here. I was originally, as I said, I made my account 2013, 8 years ago, when I was 10. I did not know how to spell, and since there is enough, or I somewhat knew how to spell, but I was 10, so mistakes were made with spelling. I thought of naming myself Highest, and then I misspelled it because I thought it was EI instead of EST, and that's kind of just been what with it. I really like how the name is simple. Apparently people have no idea how to pronounce it. I just pronounce it like Highest. Maybe put a little more like E into the end, so it's more like Highest. But other than that, I think it's pretty standard how I pronounce it. But yeah, that's me making a spelling mistake and not turning out bad. Is why that's it. Next question from the Discord. There's a lot of weird questions like this. Did Hi say hi in high school? Not very frequently. I try not to make too many friends, or I didn't really make any friends in school. I preferred it that way. People are silly. But, so I didn't really say hi to many people. But, yeah, obviously I said at some point hello to people and hi and stuff, but I tried to avoid it as much as possible. Goodbye, it looks like Victor. Alright, that was a quick question. From the Discord, another question. Win better PC, so better quality videos. I'm just asking for fun. Probably never. My PC currently is really good for everything I need. And honestly, it's not bad in recording. Main thing is, like, games today are really intensive in terms of usage, so so it's going to be low quality basically no matter what. Maybe once I get enough revenue from, like, YouTube, I'll end up getting a better computer. But probably the first thing I'd be getting is a second monitor, since currently I'm doing all this on a laptop. So having a second monitor so I can do that split screening stuff that really is helpful for YouTube would probably be my first upgrade. And then maybe after that, if I don't think I'll ever, or anytime soon, I don't think I'll be getting a super good PC. PCs. The next question from the live chat. What Roblox games? Ooh, that's a converter. I need that. All right, back to the questions. What Roblox games have you played before, but you don't have much interest in now? The main one that I played for a really long time, and never really, and don't really like anymore is Murder Mystery 2. I was playing it a lot for the trading aspect of it, and the game's kind of in that point, or it's games, there's so many dupers in the game, and so many players that there's tons of dupes, and I didn't really feel like playing it anymore, since the economy is going down. And I mean, games itself, while fun for like playing once or twice with friends and stuff, isn't really fun for me, which is, I prefer stuff that I can play by myself and still have fun. Since I usually don't play with many other people or play very socially, usually playing by myself for stuff. Another reason I didn't really like it is it's not really... The game itself technically breaks Roblox's terms of service, but it's a small issue that obviously doesn't matter too much, but it's kind of funny how that works, because no one really reads the terms of service for Roblox or most other things, so it doesn't particularly matter, but it's kind of funny that a game that big can blatantly do it. Let's see, another question from Discord. Why do I make YouTube videos? I started it as a hobby, and it is kind of still a hobby, so I actually have something to do during the day. It's also fun to see what happens, since being able to see myself grow is kind of fun. But yeah, there's not really too much reason. I like to be able to share information, and since I know a decent amount about games, being able to share that information to everyone else is going to be pretty helpful to them, if people care enough to go find. But YouTube's so big at this point, it's not likely for anyone to find stuff. Anyways, another question from YouTube. What is your PC's RAM? I think... Alright, let's see. I'll have to go look this up. Device specifications. I'm pretty sure 8 gigabytes of RAM. So not... It's a pretty basic laptop computer, so doesn't... Not the best, but not bad in terms of usage. Next question from Discord. What is your favorite game? Oh, that's going to be a difficult one to answer. Ooh. Okay, so I play about, as I said at before, well, as I said at least once before, I play multiple games, including some on my phone and some on my PC. So I have a lot of games I play, and it's hard picking a favorite. Obviously, I like Ghost Simulator since I do YouTube, but that's probably not my favorite one. Sorry, but it's not my favorite one. It's a really good game. But like with it being Roblox, there's always going to be problems with the Roblox side of that, with like all the hacks and stuff that people can do in Roblox, which is really annoying for a game with any bit of progression or economy. But like on my phone, another probably favorite currently is going to be Defenders of Texel, which I play quite regularly. It's Defenders of Texel Online, so it's a remake of a game that actually got discontinued 6-ish years ago. Kind of a fan remake, so not perfect, but the original, I really loved the original aspect part of it, not the I wasn't too far in the game itself, but I really liked the idea behind it, despite me not understanding any of it whatsoever. It was really fun. So yeah, it's probably my current favorite right now. But obviously I do love Minecraft too, just because of how much freedom you have in it. But yeah, probably that one, then Minecraft, and then a collaboration of all my others. Let's see. I remember at some point seeing some question about, let's see. Next question in the Discord is, what is your favorite food? Favorite food. I do really like pizza. Pretty difficult. But I don't know. It's hard. Selecting one food that's my favorite is interesting. Yeah, I eat pretty much anything. I mean, my least favorite stuff is going to be like coconut. I despise coconut. And then not too much other than that. I don't really like really spicy foods, but like a little bit of spice is fine. Yeah, no, my favorite food, I'll eat quite a bit of stuff, but favorite food would probably be pizza, as cliche as that is. Question from the live chat. What is my favorite TV show or movie? I don't actually watch too much TV or movies. I do have I like Marvel stuff just because the action of it is kind of cool. I don't really have a go-to movie or TV show. It's like with books personally. I don't like rewatching or rereading the same thing, so I don't really develop like favorites of that stuff by redoing them multiple times. Off the top of my head, Netflix wise, I like Flash, just because that's kind of what I have access to, not just because it's my favorite, but more of just because that's what I can watch since Netflix I've had for a while. But yeah. Moving on to another question from my Discord. Do you play Roblox for fun or do it just for recordings? I originally, as I probably you guys could infer, I started playing Roblox originally for fun. and recordings kind of came secondary. And honestly, there's a lot of times I'm playing Roblox and like, oh, I should probably be recording this, and then I'm like, nah, not worth it, and end up like playing Roblox for like 3 or 4 hours, just casually playing it and not recording. So there's a lot of times I'm doing just playing Roblox in the background or other stuff. So yeah, that's YouTube's kind of a secondary thing for that, which I'm fine with. Obviously, like a lot of times I'm playing games and like I realize I should probably be keeping up some recording of it, since sometimes I'm playing for a very long time and I have no recording. Like for instance, on my Minecraft realm, I've made so much off-stream, off-recorded progress, it's not even like feasible for me to catch up video-wise. That series lasted for like 2 episodes. It's not good to go look back at. Fortunately, not many people watched it, so it's not like too many people are disappointed that I haven't done any new stuff on the Minecraft realm. But yeah, most of the stuff I do is for playing, and then very rarely will I just play specifically for recording. Question from the live chat. Have I ever gotten banned or hacked in Roblox? No, actually, I haven't. That's really surprising. I've gotten kind of lucky with being able to not be paying enough attention to be hacked, since there's been times when I've been naive in Roblox, since I started when I was 10, so it would have been pretty easy to end up doing that. And I don't really chat too often and don't really do too much socializing, so getting banned it's actually not going to happen too often. Would be really hard for it to happen. Another question from the live chat. How do you get into the mindset of being able to do big grinds on games like Ghost Sim? Like getting into a big grind, it's actually not too difficult. It's really helpful when you have the time. Like if you don't have the time to go sit down for like an hour or an hour and a half uninterrupted, you aren't going to be able to do too much. But like if you have the time to go sit down, just go in and start doing like one. You don't even need to be like paying too much attention. Just like mindlessly playing is quite nice. But also if you have like something running in the background, like watching a YouTube or listening to a YouTube video that you don't particularly care about, also helps. If you care too much about whatever you're listening to in the background or watching in the background or doing in the background, it really takes away from the grind, since you're focused a little bit more than you should be on the following along with like the show or movie or whatever you're watching in the background, and you end up pausing or just not paying too much attention to the game. So having that going in the background can help. Next question from Discord. Let's see. Find where I was again. Do I consider myself an expert at Ghost Simulator? In terms of a grinder, I'm nowhere near like the grinding aspect that some players have. I have like, I think like 5 trillion ectoplasm. Not much compared to like the leaderboard players. No, not even 5 trillion, like 3 or 4 trillion. So I'm not really an expert in terms of playing for a while. But since I kind of know how things work, I'm able to kind of understand like what or at least I think I understand. It's hard to judge how good you are at something. I'm fairly confident that I'm able to assess like what updates are good and bad and what you should and shouldn't do for Ghost Simulator. Although most of the stuff is pretty self-explanatory, like don't worry too much about Luna's questline since the pet she gives is negligible. Focus on doing quest lines since they help you progress. It's a lot of it's basic knowledge, but yeah. We're going to skip that one. Someone had asked what my real name was. I'm not going to be sharing that at this time. Ooh. I think I've already answered this one, but we'll go back in case I haven't. Do you actually like Ghost Simulator? I've been playing Ghost Simulator a long time before relatively long time before I started doing YouTube on it. So I think the fact that I've stuck with it for that long indicates that I am actually liking it. But yeah, I actually enjoy it. The games I play is not usually because of YouTube. It's usually because I actually enjoy playing. Yeah, that's really where I get into stuff. Yeah, I'm currently passively playing Beastorm Sim in the background. Let's skip that question. Or actually, no. Do you use... Weird question. But I guess that is the nature of Q&A. I'm bound to get a few weird questions that I'm going to answer. Do you use little hacks to win in Ghost Simulator? No. It depends. I'm assuming by little hacks you mean legal stuff, but I guess technically I do use like an auto clicker, although the developers haven't said anything negative against that. And dialogue, especially from like main one B Grant's questline, actually acknowledges that auto clickers are used in Ghost Simulator. So I'm assuming using an auto clickers marginally is fine in Ghost Simulator. Other than that, though, I really don't use anything external to like win in Ghost Simulator. Yeah, I'm in a private server currently. Sorry about any inconvenience that causes. Let's see. A two-part question from the Discord server. Let's see how this pastes. Do I have an in real life job? No. I am currently, what is it called? I'm currently unemployed of my own choosing. I haven't really put any effort into getting a job, so, currently I'm not. Looks like we have another question from Discord. What's your costume for Halloween, if you have one, and are you going trick-or-treating? The answer was, this Halloween I did not go trick-or-treating or have a costume. I kind of just stayed at home. The only thing I really noticed, even made me realize that it was Halloween this Halloween, was Minecraft mobs having pumpkins on their heads, since that's a random cosmetic that happens every Halloween in Minecraft. Is all the little mobs that can have stuff on the head end up getting a little pumpkin, or jack-o'-lantern, I guess, or carved pumpkin. It's kind of interesting, but that's really the only reason I even noticed it was Halloween. Another question from the live chat. How much badges have you earned in Roblox? Let's see, does it tell me? If it doesn't tell me, I have no idea. As I said, I've played for 8 years, so I'm bound to have tons of badges. But I'm not sure exactly how many badges I have, since I really never worried about them, since they were kind of useless, in my opinion. But let's see, don't think it tells me. Let's see, I can scroll back pages. I'm currently at page 7, I don't know how many are on a page. Page 11, 12, 13. Obviously, most of these badges are going to be pretty random. Alright, we're at page 34 now. 55, 50, 56, 60. Alright, so we have 60 pages worth of badges, with, looks like 6 by 5 per page, so 1,800 I think is 60 times 30. So quite a bit of badges. Mostly are just going to be random games. Ooh, actually, no, with me looking at my badges, let's see what the first badge I got, since someone asked. Okay, the first badge I have from a game, was Dodgeball. Was when I earned the badge. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of games you end up playing just give you so many badges. It was ridiculous, especially like 2013. It was pretty ridiculous. But yeah. Let's see. Another question from Discord. When will I do a setup reveal, if you decide to do one? Okay, currently... Actually, no, this wouldn't work very well, would it? Taking a picture with my phone of my current setup. For most streams, when I'm... Okay, my current setup is pretty consistent, unless I'm streaming. If I'm doing a video, it's pretty normal. I have my laptop computer, recording hooked up to a hotkey of 0, because apparently 0 is a very good hotkey for whatever reason. Very few games actually, or at least the games I play, use 0 as a hotkey, so using 0 for recording is pretty nice. If I need to change it, it's pretty easy to change. But I have a decent mic that I actually got from a gift somewhere, so that's really nice to have, so you guys get decent sound quality. My webcam is my computer's webcam, so it's going to be low quality, and nothing else of note. I mean, wireless Bluetooth or wireless mouse, whatever I prefer. Currently it's wireless with the hookup in my computer, but occasionally I'm using Bluetooth. I use a Bluetooth too, just depends. But yeah. Another question from the live chat. What's your best pet in Ghost Simulator? Currently, stat-wise at least, my best pet is going to be the Divines that I've gotten from rebirthing. So I have 3 Oculus Overseers and 1 Spirit Seer. All the Oculuses are at level 14, so decent stats. Not the best. I'm working currently on getting a Cosmic Wing, although that's very slow progress since I haven't really been grinding too much for it. In terms of like trading value-wise, it might be a little bit different. I have a decent amount of random like limited store pets, but like I think the main one is a friend of mine back a while ago during the first like the 2019 Christmas event. They had like a little competition in Discord, and one of them was an art contest, and someone acquaintance of mine during that time had won it, and one of the pets that they gave out for the rewards were accidentally glitched at level 0, and I offered to trade for it, and so I have a level 0 snowflake in my inventory, and that's probably the rarest one I have. It's not worth anything since no one cares about it, and it's one of a kind, so there's literally no demand, since technically it's worthless, but also priceless. But yeah, that's kind of a cool one. Next question is how many... This one's from the live chat. How many rebirths do I have in Ghost Sim? I have currently 11 or 10 rebirths. Although I will probably be, once I get a Cosmic Wing or two, depending on how that grinding goes, we'll probably get up to like 20 to get a few more Ecto token tycoons. But yeah, currently 10 rebirths. 4 of them gone to the permanent ones: Master Hunter, Ghost of Vision, Lucky Eyes, and Second Arc. Another 4 went into Spirit Seers and Oculus Overseers, aka Divine Rewards. And the last 2 have gone into Ecto Token Tycoons, which is my preferred method of rebirths after you get the other stuff. So yeah. Another question from the live chat. What is my favorite Ghost Simulator event or update? I really like the Halloween 2019 event. The fact that there was so much grinding required and it took a while just added to how good it was. I like the fact that items from that would be ridiculously rare. It was kind of easy to tell how that would work, since they required so much grinding. Unfortunately, I was not able to get my goal of 250 keys for that event, but I really still like that event, how it worked. The fact that they progressively added more expensive candy crates, and just stuff took a while. Another update I really liked was like when they added gum. That felt like a really nice addition. Obviously now it's a little overpowered for like loot gum, but still it's quite nice. Hair's getting in my way. Need to get a haircut soon. Looks like we have we have some more questions from Discord. Another interesting question. Have I ever cheated on a test before? And then they insert some other stuff. I don't think I have. I really am not a fan of cheating, like in any aspect of it. So when like tests, I always kind of am. I try to stick to the rules, and if I'm going to fail, I just fail style. But I have a decent memory, like pretty good memory, so I'm able to work pretty nicely on that without having to worry too much about tests. But yeah, I try not to cheat as much as possible. Obviously, I probably have at some point in it unintentionally or intentionally and just forgotten since it was very small. But yeah. Let's see. Another question from the live stream. Will you play other games in this live stream? Probably not, seeing how I have a lot of stuff to do on Beastorm Sim, and I'm definitely not going to be able to do it in this time, so I'll probably have that. I know in the description I did say Leaf Blowing Revolution I might play a little bit of, but I don't think I will end up getting to that. It was kind of a backup in case I did actually manage to get through all of my, or if I wanted to do like both in the background, like split screeny. But yeah, for the time being, it's probably just going to be Beastorm Sim. Another question from the Discord. How many of these questions are you going to answer? As many as I can. I've already been streaming for about an hour. But I'm probably going to stop around 2 hours, I think. And I think I've already answered at least like 20 questions, so about twice that, so about 40-ish, maybe more. I'm not really keeping too much track of how many. I'm just trying to go through them at a decent rate. Another question from the live chat that I may have been ignoring a little bit. Do my parents support me? Actually, I've been really fortunate in having a really nice family. So, they're actually fine with it. Maybe not support, but they're fine with me doing YouTube and stuff. So that's pretty nice. And they definitely have supported me quite a bit in terms of what I do. But let's see, another question from the Discord. So many interesting questions. Which Betsy cow is your favorite? This question is reference to Ghost Simulator, where the cows in the farm area of the back door are all called Betsy, I think, or at least that's what this person's referring to, thinking. Which one is my favorite? I don't have a preference, really. They all get in your way. It's kind of annoying. It's not too big of a deal, and honestly, I'm never going through there anyways, so it's almost never noticeable except during rebirths. Favorite? The one in front of the beehive, since it's, actually avoidable most of the time, since it is kind of right behind the first one. But yeah. Let's see. Looks like we have another question from Discord. Will you remember me when you get famous? Unlikely. I have a horrible memory when it comes to people. Like in real life, especially, I'm worse at least in here. There's a lot less of you guys, and since I do have a profile picture to go with you, if you guys don't change your profile picture, I'm able to remember you quite a bit better. But honestly, I'll probably not remember any of you guys, especially since I probably won't get famous. Depends how you define famous, of course, since if you define famous as like 1,000 subscribers, then I probably will remember you. But if you define that as like 1 million, I'm not getting there anytime. Like, reasonably, the best I could ever grow will be about 5K to maybe 10,000 at the absolute most. Even that's just a non-existent dream. Another question from the live chat. What one of your 100-ish purple pets in your Ghost Simulator inventory is your favorite? I actually have 301 purple pets, but I don't have a favorite between them, since they're all the same. But I like the different skins of it. Specifically, the purple is probably my favorite one of the three. There's the purple, gift wrap purple, and then purple, and that's kind of it. I need a design. If I want like more, I'd probably have to design my own cool little pets instead, but yeah. I've already answered what country I've lived in, if you go back in the stream. I'm trying to avoid being too politically divergent. But if you really want me to answer, someone asked my opinion on the wait, what was it? Alright, there we go. The last one had LGBTQ stuff. They're people. Everyone's a person. So some people are annoying, and not specifically like even like people at school or worse. But like they're people, so if they can be annoying at times, but most of the time they're people, and if they're nice, they're really good. And it doesn't particularly matter that to me one way or another. Don't think it should matter too much, but that's the problem. It's some of it's not even like consciousness is not part of it, but yeah, we'll move on. Yeah, I think political stuff should stay out of this Q&A. Yeah, probably should. Next question. Someone asked, can I do a face reveal? This is currently my 3rd or 4th stream with a face cam in it, so yes, I can do face reveal. It's right now, if you've gotten to this portion of the video without realizing there is a face reveal going on, or some of my previous streams have it in it, so if you want to go see a face reveal, you can go back to those. I try not to make a big deal out of face reveals or the voice reveal that I did, and so I just kind of roll with it. So makes it a little bit harder to find them, but yeah. Another question from Discord. Let's see. Another question from Discord. Will I ever do fan donations, like give out mythicals to fans? I occasionally do giveaways, but usually since it is super hard to like structure giveaways in a fair way, like during streams, I try to, when I do giveaways, to do them on my Discord via the giveaway bot, since that's the easiest and fairest way to really do it, for me at least. But yeah. Yeah, it's my wow, really took me a while to realize that's a laptop. It's my laptop's webcam built in, so it's going to be low quality camera style, so sorry about that, but it's better than nothing, I think. Yeah, we'll try to stick away from politics stuff now. Okay, next question is going to be, do people from the live chat, do people notice you in game? It's interesting here. It's getting to that point in Ghost Simulator, yes, mainly because I do have that YouTuber tag above my name in YouTube in Ghost Simulator. So a lot of people do notice me there. I don't know how many, and then people from there realize that they've watched some of my videos, which is really cool and interesting to see in game. It's really nice to see people come up saying like, oh, I watch your videos, or I like your videos, or are you the one that does videos? And it's really nice to see that. Like randomly though, obviously I have my joins open to everyone, so occasionally like in other games people will join off my profile and say hi. But like I'm not too big for that. I'll join like a random few people have joined me in like Beatstorm, but like if I join a random like 20 player it has a 20 player server, if I join like a random 20 player server, no one's going to recognize me like in any game other than like Ghost Simulator. Not too big. Yeah, there's usually about a 10-second stream delay. There's going to be a slightly longer chat delay, since there's the delay of the chat until it's global, and then there's the delay of the global until it's on the stream. It's a little bit weird, but yeah. Why do I call my cub buddy pay-to-win helper? This is just a Beatstorm sim. I'm paying to win, and it's helping with that, so I don't know. Just to point out that I'm a huge pay-to-win on this game now, by buying it. I'm currently in a private server, and there's no way for me to really invite people to it, so that's unfortunate. Another question from the Discord server. What is my favorite hoverboard? Favorite hoverboard is probably at this point Glismata. It's a really cool looking hoverboard and it's purple. I like it. And it's a dragon too, which fits the theme even better. But other notable hoverboards is I've collected 16 egg drops, which is kind of cool. And Ghost Surfer is still purple and it looks like the YouTube board, which is even more interesting and cool. But yeah, those three are probably my most notable. I also have Stand to Slay, which I use quite a bit, but that one's mainly for glitching out of areas that I shouldn't be. So yeah. Yeah, it's not my private server. I'm using someone else's. I use other people's VIP servers super often. Wow, we have a load of questions now. Let's see how many of these we can do. What is your favorite pet? I'm assuming this is not referencing Ghost Simulator, and is instead referencing like real life or what pets I have in real life, or maybe it is referencing Ghost Simulator. We'll go with Ghost Simulator for now. Favorite pet is the purple. In terms of real life pets, I have a cat and a dog, of which I do kind of prefer the dog since she does require me to go on walks, and getting outside is good for my health. But yeah. Honestly, I think I'd have an easier time memorizing the 30 human rights, since those are going to be pretty much easier to remember than 150 random digits. Especially since most of them are going to be like common sense, so you can, when things are logical, like stuff like that and laws and stuff, it's a lot easier to memorize them than if they're just random. But yeah. Next one is going to be oh my word, it's a long list of questions. Okay, let's go through this one at a time. What's your favorite thing to do in real life? Asked on my Discord server. I really like to play board games. It's one of my more favorite things to do is go play board games. Other than that, I like reading-ish. But yeah, I don't know. It's really hard. How do you like describe like real life? I'm assuming by real life, I'm just assuming not playing video games. So yeah, that's board games and books are cool. We're gonna skip that one. Already kind of answered that one. Next question, also from the Discord. What is your favorite gum in Ghost Simulator? I really like the loot gum. Obviously it's the most overpowered, so it has that going for it. But other than that, probably X gum, since it is actually quite useful, yet also not useful at the same time. It's kind of that in-between state where it's like really good, but also doesn't seem to be as good as it is. But yeah. Oh, I could care less about people disliking a video. Next question. How far do I think I'll get in YouTube? I don't think I'll get any further. I'm trying to find out your question. How far do you think I'll get on YouTube? As I said before, I'll probably not, like, 1K is kind of my current goal, and then after that I could care less how far I go. So probably I'll get around 5,000 at the absolute most, like, maybe 10,000, but any further than that, and I don't think I'll be really caring much for. I've already answered what my favorite game was. It was Defenders of Texel Online, which is a remake of a discontinued game from 5 years ago-ish. And then maybe Ghost Simulator or other random stuff I play, like Minecraft. Yeah, no, the problem with my channel growing is I'm very niche in terms of what I've created so far. Like, I've created Ghost Similar content primarily, which is a pretty niche game in Roblox. And my Minecraft content isn't really top tier enough to be considered good. And I haven't really had enough practice on Minecraft stuff to be really too good. I think you'd get further making tutorials. Yeah, the problem is I don't really know how to, like, where to make tutorials, and, like, I don't know. Like, some tutorials are, for at least Ghost Simulators, kind of silly. Minecraft tutorials are so flooded at this point, it's kind of not worth it, and quite technical, so double not worth it. But yeah, let's go to another question from, Discord. Another question from Discord. What do you want to study / what are you studying in college / university? I'm currently going to college, and I'm actually I'm in a bachelor program for computer and software development, so mostly software coding, so programming, cool stuff, and it's quite fun. I'm doing something I've liked to do at some point is make a game at some point. Never really put in the time though, so that's not really good. I do not have another question from the live chat. Have I tried Riders Republic? No, I have not. I don't even know what that is, so unfortunately. Yeah, I used to play Miner Saving a decent amount, but haven't tried it anymore. Going through questions. Starting to run out of Discord questions. Already kind of answered that one. Alright, another question from my Discord. We're slowly going through them chronologically so I can keep track easier. Do you enjoy doing YouTube? I actually really... It is a hobby for me, but I really like it. We need to go do some instant conversion. But I really like it, especially like the community that's here, at least for Ghost Simulator, is quite nice. Even though like growth is small, it's still pretty cool to be able to have like change of pace, and share stuff is like a bigger one too. But yeah. If you would make a game, what would it be about? I've been giving thought, and I actually have like a ish game in progress. It has like one script in it and one tile. Okay, stream just decided to disconnect randomly. Question was, if you would make a game, what would it be about? I actually have a game in progress. I have one script written, which is like 5 lines of code, so nothing concrete yet. But it would be it's going to be a pretty simple game that's going to be more of like competitive. Yet I don't know. It's kind of a current stuff. I'm not going to add too much about it, but yeah. Alright, another question from the Discord. What's the one bit of advice you always follow? I try to be honest as much as possible. Like, nothing really comes from dishonesty, so staying honest. I've had a lot of difficulties in the past trying between staying honest and not being rude. It's a bad line that I've crossed way too much. But yeah, doing that is nice. Sticking to like my morals is also pretty good, but yeah, that's it's not really a question for me. Okay. Looks like another question from the live chat. What is my favorite Ghost Simulator NPC? Ooh. I like, it's a combination of what's easy versus makes sense, lore, lots of stuff. But I think I like specifically like, ooh. I know I've answered this question before, but I like Riley. I think in the back door, she just gives a lot of. She's an easier quest line. She gives you a good perk. She has a lot of lore associated with her that really is helpful. Yet decently difficult to understand, but still easy enough. But yeah, it's the other one would be like maybe Gabe or Adam from the main hub, since they're like introductory quest lines that help people through the game. But yeah, I don't know. Other than those two, I can't really think of any others that I like. It would help if like any of the infinite quest lines were actually like useful. Like all of them are now like worthless. But yeah. No, those would be my top. Would be Riley, and then maybe Adam or Gabe. One of those would be my favorite. What's my favorite pet? I've already answered that one. Unless you're talking about real life pets, which I kind of already answered, but already answered that one. I do. Another question from the Discord. We have, how does Ghost Simulator not get repetitive for... I missed this one in the live chat, I think. I remember reading this one in the live chat earlier. I'm sorry if I missed this one earlier. How does Ghost Simulator not get repetitive for you? Having a specific goal helps. Although currently I haven't really played Ghost Simulator recently, so may have got repetitive to me and I've just stopped playing. But yeah, it's, I don't know, just having goals in mind when you're playing games is really helpful for being able to stay focused and stuff. But yeah, you still haven't responded to my question. If you want 8 Robux, it's been too long now. I don't need Robux at this time, so I decline that offer. Let's see. Let's go, I'm gonna go scroll back through and see if I can find any, find the questions that I've missed or skipped, and see if there's any that's, I've answered my favorite Ghost Simulator event or update. Answered that one. Ooh, this one we've skipped. What shade / type of purple is your favorite? I like dark, rich purples is my preferred. Like, actually, this color is pretty decent. I don't know how much it's going on. But like surrounding my face cam, that kind of purple is a pretty good one. Darkers are my favorite, preferred. Soft ones, like light ones, are also decent, but I do prefer the darker ones. They just look better in my opinion. So yeah. Question. Ooh, a gummy sprout has appeared. We may have to take a little bit of a sidetrack to go work on this gummy sprout. When did I start Beastorm Simulator? I'd started playing like, I don't know, like 2016 maybe? I don't know. I've started playing a long time ago and I'd like got like 10, 15 Bs or something. And then recently, like 3 months ago, I started playing it again since one of my friends was playing it quite regularly, so I got into it then. And from there, I've kind of just grown a little bit from there. But yeah. I haven't... either recently or a long time ago, depending on it. And for now, we're going to stop this Q&A and go figure out this gummy sprout, since gummy sprouts are pretty much needed for me at this point. So you can, feel free to continue asking your questions. I'll get to them eventually. But for now, I need to actually go focus on Beastorm Sim for a little bit of time, since this is something that I can't really pass up. Or at least I feel like I shouldn't. Alright. So if it does look like I'm ignoring any questions, I'm not actually looking at chat, so I am ignoring questions, but not on purpose. I do need to worry about this, or I don't need to worry about it, but I want to worry about this thing so I can actually like get some decent stuff on stuff. Anyways, I guess you guys can't see, but I've made about 50 million pollen for Stump Field, and so I'm about halfway to where I need to be for the quest. It's a long quest. But yeah, that should be falling soon, and then we'll have to grab all these. Ooh, glue. Give me that. I'm horrible at keeping up my agility when I'm running through and grabbing items. Hopefully we didn't miss any other specific glues. We missed that one. Yeah, like glue is the main stuff from this, but also getting all these gumdrops is nice. That looks like the end of this, so we can go back to actually paying attention to the chat and the Stump Field. So thank you guys for staying while I was distracted, and we should be back now. Alright. Yeah, okay. Let's continue scrolling through YouTube. Let's see. I guess that one can be a good one. Never mind. Alright, we're gonna go with this one. Someone from the Discord asked, what is my favorite song to listen to? I don't really listen to music too often. And when I do, I don't even remember the names, so that's not helpful. I do I've downloaded a little bit of music now for for the streams, or not streams, for time lapses and stuff for YouTube. And there's one of those that I've really liked. But I'm not going to try to play it since I don't know how the audio would work in terms of too loud for headphone users and stuff like that. Question. I'm assuming that this is not referring to when I started. It's referring to amount of hours I've put into it. How long would you say that you have played Ghost Simulator? I would say that I've played Ghost Simulator for probably around total of... probably a total of about 200 hours-ish. I'm giving that a tentative 200 hours-ish. It's kind of hard to gauge since there is no counter, and I've played a lot passively too. I guess each rebirth is 6 hours, plus another 4 hours for that. For 4 hours for other miscellaneous stuff per rebirth. Plus however long I spent grinding on my first time through. Okay, maybe a little bit more than maybe 300, 400 hours. Somewhere between 200 and 400 hours worth of time spent on Ghost Simulator. Not all of it's been the most productive time, but a decent chunk of time. But that has been spread over 2 years, so a lot of that time is definitely going to be forgotten or uncalculated for. It's hard to tell how long I've been playing. Let's see, any more Discord questions that I can find? Otherwise, we may end up doing a little bit more active stuff on the stream. Seeing how there has been a little lack of questions, I may be ending the stream around now. Feel free to go watch through and see what if you missed any of the answers. Feel free to go watch the stream back to find them. But I'll probably still have the Q&A channel open on my Discord channel, in case you guys want to. Wait, you're ignoring me? I think I've already answered your question. You asked about Robux. I'm not currently in need of Robux. But yeah. I don't really want 8 Robux. I mean, I'm trying to phrase this in a way that I do. It's not of enough use to me for me to want it specifically. But if I wanted it, I would get it myself. One more last question, or another question, I guess, before I leave. But Probably be ending this stream soon, just for you, so you probably need to get your questions in now, or ask them in my QA channel on Discord for the next time I do a QA, which may not be for a few more months, so, or even a year, so we'll see how that works. How many hours would you say you have in Roblox? Not just one game or something? That is going to be over 1,000 hours easily. Probably over 2,000 hours. Yeah, 2,000 to 5,000 hours worth of time spent on all Roblox games. It's probably a little conservative, probably more than that, but that's going to be a minimum. So that's about 100 days straight of time, I think. So maybe not conservative, but yeah, somewhere in that ballpark of ridiculousness. But yeah, I think yeah, Minecraft is one of those things. It's really hard for me to really put a good number on how much time I've spent. Yeah, ticks was an interesting thing in Roblox. It was kind of abused, unfortunately, but like the conversion rate was ridiculous. The ability to convert passively was pretty nice, but I understand why they removed it. The fact that everyone could do it, people were abusing it, so little less than the best. I think honestly the way they have it now is kind of fine. I mean, obviously people who can't spend money are going to be a little bit complaining, but if the game structures it nicely where Robux doesn't add too much. I know Ghost Simulator and Swarm Sim are not good examples of having Robux items that are useful but also not necessary in the game, but yeah. I'm going to try to not pronounce random stuff since I'm unaware of how that will affect I'm horrible at pronouncing, and I don't know if it's hard to determine whether or not it'll be I don't know, like PG, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm going to try not to pronounce it to avoid any problems. Anyways, I think that'll be it for this stream. As you can probably have noticed, I started doing random stuff on the Swarm Sim, but any more questions that you guys want to ask can be asked in my Discord server, although I probably won't be answering them anytime soon. Maybe if you ask me like in the channels of it, I may answer, I may not. They'll pretty much be up to my discretion. If I get enough different questions, I may end up doing another QA video in like 6 months or a year or something. But thank you guys for coming, and I will see you guys in my next video, which hopefully should be update review for the latest Ghost Sim update. But yeah, thank you.